about to start. What's up, everybody? Testing. All right. Mic looks good. Volume looks good. Looks like we're ready to go. So I figured I'll make it easy to me for being the DJ. Dark Monkey Music, which is the music provider we use. They have a 24/7 live stream, so we'll let them have reins to the music for a little bit. If it starts getting freaky or or whatnot, we'll change it to an album. But how's it going, Brovalone, Jin Young Park, Tom Brady, James Thompson? How you guys doing? Good morning. Hey, Crypto Wars. Yeah, I'm doing good. Woke up with a mind-pounding headache. But no, I'm doing much better now. I got a cup of coffee, got my kratom in. I had to give up on that CBD coffee in the morning. That stuff is it's not intoxicating. It's like so sedating. I don't know why anyone would put CBD in coffee, because I'm telling you, I don't know if it's just me or maybe if you guys have ever tried it. I can't keep my eyes open. I drink coffee to wake up, start the day, but the CBD just like makes it to where I feel like I could just want to go back to bed and, sleep the entire day. So I've only started drinking the CBD coffee on our night stream, so I just got regular McDonald's coffee. But it looks like it's been a good little move here, guys. We actually talked about this last night. So if you guys remember, let's get TradingView to open up. Fingers crossed. The computer's been running a ton better. I didn't have time to restart it this morning, but I have the CPU and graphics card pretty much overclocked right now. So the only thing we really have to worry about is the temperature. But from a performance standpoint, I thought our night stream went really well last night. TradingView is the only one that sometimes I might have to exit out of. It's only really at the beginning of our stream. There. We'll just exit out of this and we'll go right back into it, and then we shouldn't have any other problems the rest of the stream. Yeah, generally I like to restart my computer for our morning streams, or any stream really, but so let's get TradingView back up and we should be good. Hopefully you guys have had a good morning. Hopefully you guys have had a profitable morning. We had a really nice run up from what were we at, chat? Like 10,005 last night before we left off. We were talking about the bullish divergence here on the regular MACD. So that's a good thing. That's always a good thing. The big thing that we've been talking about is we've been seeing this bullish divergence, then it turns into bearish. It's because the volume has been terrible. Well, now the volume is finally back, and that's very good. Put some Red Bull in the coffee. How you doing, 99? Crypto Wars, Brovalone, Jin Young Park, James Thompson, Tom Brady. Get a quick 99. It's cool. 99. Too much Brooklyn 999. It's a great show. So, and I'm getting my hair fixed again today as well. There's still too much darn red in it. Sucks losing bets. But here's the scoop on Bitcoin. So we're going to look at our daily time scale like you should before ever starting a position. Just get that out of the way. All right. So you can see here on the daily we're building. If you were here last night, you would know that we were kind of like this. We weren't very high on the scale of how high we're building right now. Oh shoot. 1 second. Oh my gosh, the Chiefs just signed Tyreek Hill to a 3-year extension. I'm so sorry, guys. 3 years, $35 million. Yes. That is the best receiver in the NFL. Sorry, my phone just dinged. So, we're showing some building bullish momentum here on the daily. I'm not going to stop smiling all day now. So we're building bullish momentum here on the daily. This is what we were looking at last night, guys. You can see how you have your big wave of bearish momentum. You had your much smaller wave. This is what we were looking at last night. Now, here's the little cliffhanger that we had to go over, and we've actually turned it bullish. If you look, to get out of this, we literally pulled something like this, where we crossed, and then we moved back up and crossed. I mean, even though did we cross back over here? All right, we did. This was the little thing that was keeping me from being super bullish last night, was we had this bullish divergence, but you had this negative cross. And generally, if you look at these crosses here, they don't generally end very well. But, you know, Bitcoin bulls have been holding the price up. We had our bullish divergence. We had our little dip, and now we're swooping up to the upside. So here's the thing. I recommended it on our Discord channel. If you guys are trying to swing trade, we know the pattern we're trading in. We're trading in an overwhelmingly bullish environment right now. I'm telling you, ditch the smaller time frames unless you're using like the scalper tools. The 1 hour has literally been calling everything. The last 5 days, the 1 hour MACD has just been absolutely on fire. This is what we were talking about last night. And you can see here, if you look at our dip here, we actually made a higher high. So we're building higher than our left shoulder, which is a good thing. You can kind of see here though on the 1 hour, we're starting to dip a little bit. So let's see where we end up. You know, hopefully we don't go back to the downside, even though we still could build another lower wave. Or, you know, just like we did over here, maybe we take another dip and then we take our next move to the upside. Yeah, bro, Vlone. Chiefs fans in the house. Seriously, I am so excited we signed Tyreek Hill. Now we just got to worry about Chris Jones and Patrick Mahomes, and we will have the best offense. I am so excited. Patrick Mahomes is going to be the first quarterback to make a deal over $200 million. Mark my words. I guarantee it. If he even has half the season that he had last year, oh my, I can't imagine the money he's going to be paid. Man, I'm so excited. That's such a good feeling. You can see here, even on the 2 hour, we're showing it very strong. We showed a much lower level of bearish momentum. So now, the thing we're waiting on is, we've already got our move to the upside, all right? So the thing we need to watch for now is a lower high. Because if we go back, oh, we don't want Bybit. So, key thing you want to watch out for here is making a lower high in bearish momentum, or bullish momentum, a lower high in bullish momentum. The reason you want to watch out for this is look where we're up next to, guys. You are right up against, and look at this, we actually rejected it right on the line at about 10,950. We rejected it perfectly. And what do you know? Where's our descending line? You see this, chat? The moment of truth is finally coming. Are we gonna break this descending bearish line. Are we going to break this descending bearish line? And are we going to break out? Because if we can break out of this descending line, the area that I would really like to see us target is going to be our prior shoulder, or our prior lower high, which is right over here at about 12,004. If you watched our channel, you know that if we're going to break 12,004, I fully expect us to go up and test our old highs of the year. I think we're going to go up back to 14,000. So if you're bullish on this right now, you want to see us obliterate through this line. You want to see a ton of volume, and you want to see us go and your next target be 12.4. And not just barely touch 12.4 and then fall back down. You want to see us, you want to see some volume pumping right through it. But this is going to be an exciting next, 24 to 72 hours. Let's see this chart. The 9th? Yeah, so the next 3 days. That's good. So the next 72 hours are going to be critical for Bitcoin. So this is what I would recommend. Really, guys, pay attention to your MACD. Because even if you're not bullish on this move, like you're bullish but you've already cashed out, this could be an amazing short opportunity. We talked about this for so long, and now it's coming to fruition. I've had this descending line since July 31st when I posted it on TradingView. I've been speculating on this descending triangle. This would be the top of our trend line for a very long time. And it's so nice to see it actually coming to fruition. So, I'm going to trade the heck out of this. I'm either going to, if we see falling momentum and we're creeping up, honestly, we're pretty much right at it. I would honestly consider this resistance line, because even if we sit here and consolidate a little bit, we'll make a touch point and then we can move back down. So we are right at this critical, this 10.9 to 11.2. I really can't emphasize how important it is. Sorry, my allergies are just terrible. So guys, watch your MACD. Use your daily, use your 4 hour, and use your 1 hour. The 1 hour has just been on fire lately. The 1 hour and the 4 hour MACD has called literally every move it's called. And if we put our moving averages back up, this was another thing we talked about last night. What do we have here? We talked about it. Your 34 and your 200 crossed last night, and we were speculating. Remember, I was like, don't be bearish until you break the EMA 13, and then you break this support line at about 10,480. I was like, don't get bearish till you break under at least the EMA 13. You had your cross right down here, and then you had your bullish divergence. This enough. Being above your moving averages is typically a very bullish sign. You're hovering above a critical moving average, which is your 13. You had your bullish cross of your 34 and your 200. And then if you go out of this and you go and check you were showing bullish divergence on the MACD. Yeah, BitBoss. Hey, Armacita, good morning. How you doing? AD9520931, how you doing? Green hair when bullish, red when bro. Dude, my hair, like, I thought it was like blonde yesterday, but I woke up this morning, I was like, fuck, I lost this bet. I swear to God, I've had to color my hair 3 times. At this point, I think my hair's gonna fall out. But, the 382 from the local 14 high. But, it's up to you. It is up to you. YouTube is much more bigger. It's grown at a much faster rate. But my Twitch users are my day ones. That's where I started streaming. That's where I got my, my self-confidence to, because I've been a trader since 2014, but I haven't been a streamer. I've only been a streamer for about 3 months now, 2 months. Because honestly, I did static videos for a good month and a half before I ever went live. But no, I will always be loyal to my Twitch users. I owe them guys a lot, you know? That's where I started streaming, and then I figured out Restream so I could restream to both YouTube and Twitch. But no, Twitch is a great platform. I know sometimes they have previews though, because I'll never monetize these videos. Like, no matter how big the channel ever got, there's nothing worse than trying to watch something there's just previews popping in every 5 seconds. But no, that decision's totally up to you. Hey, Crypto Millie, thank you. Yeah, bro, Valone, I talked about that on the Discord last night. I was like, man, if any of you guys haven't blocked the scammer Koi yet, let him know he owes me 5 Bitcoin. Seriously, I can't believe he really. I mean, you could tell he was a scammer just by that bet. If you weren't a part of the community yet, Koi literally said by the beginning, September 1st, Bitcoin was going to be under $4,000. I was like, oh, really? You want to bet Bitcoin on that? I will take that bet every single time. I'll take it every single time. Even in the worst bear market, the horrible bear market we had last year, Bitcoin never went down 70% in 1 month. It just never happened. Knowing him, he's probably on some other community scamming people. But yeah, good catch, bro. It randomly hit me last night. I was like, you know what? That dude owes me Bitcoin. Probably doesn't even own 5 Bitcoin. So guys, I just want to reiterate, okay? I don't think I think sometimes I try to make things apparent, and maybe I don't so much. So, you know, I don't know if I can put a banner or how I can go about doing this. Alright, so I live in Kansas, alright? So I'm Central Time. I try to put things in Eastern Time because there's more people, you know, on that time scale. Our morning streams are at 11 a.m. Central Time or before. Our morning streams are the only times that don't have an exact start time. The reason being is sometimes I'll be up with you guys on Discord till 3 a.m. and if I have this 6 a.m. start time on the dot every day, I'm gonna become you know what I mean? I'm gonna be a zombie. So sometimes, like if we end our, that's why I've been trying to go earlier, so maybe I can get on earlier. But I've been working on the website. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes going on. That's why the morning streams haven't been as consistent. But I've tried to keep you guys updated. You know, I post charts. I try to do the static videos. But things are settling down, you know, behind the scenes stuff. But I just want to make it known. Our morning streams are the only one that doesn't have an exact start time. But you can always guarantee that if you don't hear before me, because we're going back on the you know, the morning stream train again. You know, things have settled down. Morning streams are back on full time every day. It's 11 a.m. Central Time or before. And I try to give you guys a heads up, like, hey, I just woke up. You know, give me 30 minutes to make a cup of coffee. We'll go live. So I just wanted to make that apparent, guys. They're the only stream that doesn't have an exact start time. But our night streams will always be at 9 p.m. Eastern Time unless I let you guys know beforehand, which if you're part of this community, you know we generally go live early. I've been trying to go live at about 8 p.m. Central Time. Shoot, yesterday we went live at like 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So I just wanted to make that apparent. You know, because I know some people, you know, and it's not their fault. Some people just live in different time zones. But I'll wake up at, you know, I'll look at my phone at 6 in the morning. Oh, why is he not live? You know what I mean? It's like, come on. I got to get some sleep, guys. But, you know, enough of that. I just wanted to make that apparent. Sometimes I don't think I make things like I should, you know, transparent-wise. As much as I'd like to be a robot, I'm just not. Going to 11-2K. Hey Martin, how you doing? Welcome from Poland. Wow. Well, welcome. Yep. I live right next to, you've probably heard of it. If you guys, you know, read like news articles and stuff. I live about 30 miles south of Topeka, Kansas. They're like one of the most dangerous cities in the United States. But I live in a nice small town in Kansas. I'm just a small town guy. I guess it's just maybe a Midwestern thing. So I haven't had time to look up any news articles, you know, because Bitcoin doesn't really have a fundamental aspect to it, like the stock market, you know what I mean, like the precious metal markets. Was there news that pushed this to highs? Like, is there something else that fed this move, or was it just solely the technicals? I know they were talking about the trade war getting eased up, which I know that's technically not very bullish for Bitcoin. But this is on the 4-hour. And if you guys, if there's any other currencies you want to look at, let me know. I'd be more than happy to look at them. Going to 11.2. Yeah, that'd be nice. That would put us right up about right in here. Right at the top of this trend line. We're either going to have a major pump coming, or this is the short that we have been talking about. And I apologize if my voice is a little off. My sinuses, the ragweed is in full swing right now in Kansas. So the next couple, you know, honestly, the next month or two, my allergies are going to be pretty terrible. And we can see here, I'll just go ahead and I'll put this right up here for now. We could have a fourth lower high in the process. Current Bitcoin price is 10,887. Let's see if XRP caught some life. Of course not. Alright, so I figured we'll look at our main currencies on Bybit, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. I don't really care for EOS, but if you want me to look at it, I'd be more than happy to. It's just, while Bitcoin's kind of settled down, this is the time to look at your guys' currencies. Because when Bitcoin, we're at really critical areas right now. So once Bitcoin gets some volatility, I'd like to get some live trades in. So I'm going to put my focus on Bitcoin once the volatility picks up. So this is the time for your coin requests. You can see here. Whoa. You can see here. We're right in this box was green. You can see all the touch points we had. XRP seems to be finding some resistance at about 26 cents. But you guys already know. I mean, man, it does actually look pretty good here on the 4-hour. Showing a nice bullish divergence. But I mean, look at this, guys. Divergences don't even really seem to matter on XRP right now unless they're bearish. It gives more people, you know, more incentive to sell. Look at this nice divergence we had over here. A much lower high, and it's like, yeah, never mind. And like, it just, XRP, I don't know what the heck's going on. I don't trade XRP that much. I know I have a couple friends that were huge into it. But man, the selling pressure for XRP is enormous right now. And even if you break out of this resistance box, if you happen to buy in this area, this 25, 24, 26 cent area, and we go up to this box, I would be selling as fast as I possibly could. The reason being is, we'll look at it here in a bit. This 28 cent to 30 cent area on XRP is massive. This data goes back, I'm telling you, over a year. Bybit just doesn't have enough information. But I can tell you, when you break this box, I'm sorry, it's more specifically over here. This 36 to 38 cent area really sparked the bear run for XRP. When you break under 36 cents, it generally takes at least 6 months to get back over it. And if you look at the time, we broke under it in about the middle of July. So August. So we're not even really 2 months into this right now. We're getting close though. So, but man, if you happen to have bought this dip and we break out of this resistance box, I'm telling you, this 28 cent area is going to be massive resistance. I would be selling as fast as I could, but the selling pressure is enormous on XRP. It's basically disregarding any type of bullish sentiment from a technical standpoint. I mean, it hasn't been good, and the reactions to the upside are minimal. I mean, look at this move here. You had a bullish, it's a continuation pattern. the MACD perspective. I mean, you literally went up a whole cent, maybe a cent and a half on this run up right through here. Selling pressure's just been majorly lacking. Oh yeah, Crypto Millie. I'm not talking like it's gonna die or anything. Yeah, Mark, definitely. I'm not, and you know, it's just a highly requested coin. And don't take it that I'm fudding XRP, all right? We're just simply looking at it from a charting perspective. If you guys are in the chat and you do trade XRP, is there, do you guys have some, like, not inside information, but do you have any idea of why it's dumping so hard? Was there like a news release? Was there insider trading? I mean, because man, even XLM is falling. I mean, XLM is more of an altcoin, you know, than XRP is, in my opinion, especially from a market cap standpoint. But man, it's insane. Let's look at good old Ethereum, the innovators of smart contracts in the dApp space. Once again, we're looking very, very, very good. Wow, actually really good. Ethereum might actually have a bigger pop if Bitcoin goes if Bitcoin starts pumping, I think Ethereum could be the sleeper. I mean, it's been kind of silently building. I think we could have a move coming up soon. This is all contingent. If Bitcoin just dumps at this resistance, everything else will with it too. But look at this. You have your high. You have a lower high. You're showing triple MACD bullish divergence. And look at this. You now have a cross. This is on your daily time scale. This is very nice. And if you look here, you've actually built a higher high from a momentum standpoint. This is on the daily. This is on the daily. So, man, I might actually send some funds and try to trade ETH. If you are on Bybit, by the way, they do have coin swapping now. It used to be that if you had Bitcoin, you could only trade Bitcoin. If you had ETH, you could only trade ETH. Well, now you have the option to swap your currencies on platform. I don't know if there's a fee. I've honestly never tried it. But I just wanted to make that known. So you're no longer stuck to the currency that you sent over. Yeah, it's more like 90, not 70. That sounds very likely. I totally believe that. A1 Starstead, I ain't falling for that again. ICUP. You got me that one time, dude. I might be gullible, but you ain't gonna fool me twice. That's funny. Good morning to you. Good morning to everybody. So, we're looking here on the 4 hour. You guys are hilarious. I seriously fell for that. I was the other day when A1 Starstead pulled the, was trying to get me to look at it. I was literally like ICUP, just was not realizing it. I'm probably, guys, to be completely honest with you, I'm probably the most gullible person you've ever met. I'm dead serious. I don't know why, but I was always the kid, you could just pull stuff and I don't realize it till the joke is just overly apparent and I'm being laughed at. But you can see here though on the 4 hour, very nice here, showing a nice bullish divergence. This looks very similar to Bitcoin at 10,005. This is Ethereum, by the way. And you can see here, if we look ever so closely, stretch this out. What do you see here? It's kind of hard to see, but you do have a cross here on the MACD. So, you're showing much lower levels of bearish momentum. You're now popping to the upside on the 4 hours. So the next thing we're going to look at is let's look at the daily, or I'm sorry, the 1 hour. All right, you can see where this actually played out. We're going to look at the price action compared to these moves. I can pretty much guarantee you had a small move to the downside from this, but overall, you had a lower level. Not only that, but this is your confirmation, guys, on the MACD. All right, you see this bullish divergence, okay? What else do you see here? What could you confirm this? I'll give you guys a second. What could you look here to say like, all right, this is when the move's about to happen? You have your cross right here. So that's generally the indicator, like, hey, this divergence is about to play out, or hey, it's failing, you know, or we're going to continue back down. Or you had your cross here, you had your bullish divergence. It's not as pretty because you have this right here, but overall from your larger wave, it's much smaller. So you had your divergence, you had your cross, and you can see the nice pop we had to the upside. If you follow my dotted line from the cross, it's literally right as you started building. The thing we have to watch out for, though, is we need to start building a little higher here. You can see that we would be making a lower high. I mean, we're just going to have to wait for this to play out. Ethereum is very, it's been kind of separated from the pack lately. So, but, you know, guys, I just want to make this apparent. Even though we are looking bullish right now on Ethereum, and I mean, even XRP was showing some signs of life, it is all contingent on Bitcoin not falling off the face of the earth. If Bitcoin fails at 11,000 or 11.2, or even our current area, all these coins, there is no hedge to Bitcoin. So, I just want to make that apparent. These bullish moves, especially on these coins that are not Bitcoin, they're all contingent on Bitcoin's price movement. Oh, well. So, some people are speculating that one bill moved last night was backed. Well, what? Was there $1 billion moved? Like, was there money moved across the blockchain? Yeah, the 23rd. Now, that's something I want you guys to keep. If they delayed, because guys, Bakkt has tried to launch like multiple times. If they do fail, Bitcoin will probably dump in price. But once again, you know, someone asked me, am I bullish on Bakkt? Am I not? I'm a traditional stock trader. More specifically, the options market. I traded the SPY and the precious metals. And if you guys have never traded the stock market, generally on something like this, you buy the rumor and you sell the news. That's why stocks will pump leading into their earnings report, and even if you hit it right on the head, perfectly what people were expecting, you generally still dump in price. So if we're going to have a pump, I think it's going to happen before the launch of Bakkt. But remember this, we've never had institutional money, or this money in general, ever brought into this space. I mean, massive amounts of money have the potential to be pumped into cryptocurrencies. But I don't want to get too bullish for the simple fact, I mean, look what futures did. Granted, there are cash settled, so they don't actually affect the price of Bitcoin. But the day that futures launched was the day the bear market started. It was December 16, 2017. I'll never forget that date. So, you know, just be very, be very weary of this, especially leading up into it. But if we are going to pump, I do believe it's going to be before the launch of Bakkt. Wallet transactions unknown. Okay, awesome. I swear, Jubbin, he's a genius. He even fixed the Streamlabs for me. Are we at a rave? We could be. You want to turn up? Because we can turn up. I got the psycho crazy hair for another day. I'm gonna tone this down a little bit, but my hair was so dark brown I can't get the red out of it. I didn't even really want to change my hair yet. I'm still getting used to this, but if we're gonna look at price action for Ethereum, the top of this box is going to now act as resistance, and that's at about $180. If you can break 180, the next area I'm going to be targeting is 185 and then 190. But on Ethereum, there's going to be major resistance here from 200 to 205. So, but we should get a little bit of life here once we break above 180. Our current price is 175.85. So we still got a little room to go. And for support, you are going to show some support. You're sitting actually above short-term support here at 175, but you have more major support at about about the 175 area. I say major, it's just support. And then of course you can see here where we have our triple bot. I mean, we have multiple touch points here across the bottom at 165. So I don't see Bitcoin, I'm sorry, I don't see Ethereum breaking under 160 unless we get some serious movement to the downside. More so with Bitcoin. Let's check our current Bitcoin price. 10,875. And if there's anything you guys want to look at, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to look at it. Oh. Just saw 31 Bitcoin halvings to go. We are so early. Oh, yeah. I hope so. I sure hope so. You know, because for Bitcoin to really take off, to be a part of major, transactions in society, I believe the volatility needs to be a little bit more calmed down. And I think for that to happen, we need to be at least in the 100,000s, preferably much higher. So these little $500,000 moves would be pretty insignificant. But we're going to trade at whatever dollar amount, whatever it is, we're always going to be here trading it. I'm honestly just, really satisfied with the growth that we've had since I entered Bitcoin in January 2017. I wish I would have got in earlier. I had friends that were talking about Bitcoin when it was like in the 800s, $1,000, $1,200, and I kind of stalled. But finally, once I saw Bitcoin cross over 2,000, I jumped in. And that was, of course, that was back in, literally, it was about January 2017. So is there any other coin that's getting some movement today, or anything that you guys would like to look at? This is definitely the time to look at them. I do kind of like looking at the gold and silver market. The gold and silver market is kind of like a way you can judge the fear in the stock market, in a way. I'm not sure what the fear and greed index is, but with Trump easing the trade war tensions, I think that's going to dramatically help out the stock market. I mean, if you were here yesterday, the stock market's looking extremely bullish from a technical standpoint. Let's see how they're doing today. Yeah, damn. Stock market, we're about to test 300 here on SPY. That is so bullish. If we break over $304 on SPY, I think it's going to get dramatically very bullish for the stock market. And that kind of goes in tune with our gold and silver shorts that we've been talking about. I've been speculating on. Silver, the precious metal markets have been going insane this year. I mean, absolutely parabolic. Are you joking with me? A1 Star said IW. Could you look at end phrase in stock market? Never heard of it, but sure. End phrase. Yeah. Yeah, after this, I'd like to take a good look at, I'd like to honestly take a look at the gold market. Oh, wow. This looks really similar to Bitcoin, minus the candle down here isn't as big. This is going to be easy to fib. So, if you know, I'm a traditional, old-time, old-school trader. We're going to use our regular indicators when it comes to stuff like this. So, I'm gonna have to fine tune this. I don't know where I have my glasses at. And then I'm gonna have to move over here. I want to fine tune this bottom. Make sure we have it. Alright, looks good. So if you're doing your Fibonacci retracement, you want to go, if you're going to use your candle close, you have to do it on the top. If you're going to use a wick on the bottom, you have to use that on the top. It has to be verbatim on both sides if you want an accurate fib level. So you can see here, actually I need to pull that up just a tad. So you can see here, there is a little bit of support. You can see this little area of touch points right here. It's about at the 382. It's about $22, literally even. If you're trying to buy the dip, you see this right here. Everyone's asking me, well, what is filling the gap? What is filling a gap? You're definitely filling this gap. I'm honestly, yeah, this is a bullish engulfing candle. You literally went from about $19.30 all the way up to over $36. And you can see here, once you broke this support area, you're just tumbling. So if you're looking for an area to start averaging in at for a buy, I would be looking at $22. But I'm telling you, you're gonna fill in this gap. You're already started right now. This is basically the only thing that's holding you up right now. We use our tool here. If I zoom in, I'm going to show you. This is really the only thing holding you up. If you're going to bounce, this is where it's going to happen. Do you see this candle? The bottom of this? Because if you break under this, I'm telling you, you're going to fill the rest of this out. You're just going to fill the rest of this gap. If you look at your price, look where you bounced. This is at about $24, just above $24. So if you break $24, I'm almost 100% certain you're going to go down to at least $22. That $21.50 to $22 area. If you break under, literally, you break under $24, I'm telling you, I'm very certain it's going to happen. So, you know, if you're bullish on this, you definitely need this to hold up. You know, I'm just going to go and put my horizontal tool. I don't have my glasses on, so that doesn't look straight to me. There we go. So if you're looking to buy or you're looking to hold, this is your area right up here, this green line, about $24. If you break that, the next area I'll be looking at is about $22 to $21.50 in this little area, which is right at your 382. Now, if you're trying to be a seller, if you bought this dip, I'd be looking to sell at about $27. It'd basically be the 236 here. But from a MACD perspective, you can just see it. It's very obvious. You're building in bearish momentum. If you look here on the daily, yeah, it's massive. Now here, the 1 hour doesn't look too bad. 1 hour actually looks pretty darn good. So, you know what? Short term, you could actually be holding that $24 area. Reason being, you're showing bullish divergence here on the 1 hour, and look what you have. You have a nice cross. So, if you're going to bounce, it's going to happen now. So, a carbon filter, place them where you need to spend as much. Awesome. Yeah, I'll look into that. Honestly, there's this medicine that I started taking. I had a coworker back in high school recommend it to me. It's not Claritin. I used Zyrtec as a kid. It's like a purple pill. Allegra. I'm telling you, Allegra, so many people talk crap on it. That is the best allergy medicine I have ever had. It is the only thing that works with ragweed for me. I can eat Zyrtec and Claritin at the same time for weeks with no relief. I start taking Allegra within 3 days, all my allergies are gone. But you know, to sum up this stock for you, Enphase Energy, you want to hold this $24 area. If you don't, you're gonna go down to $21.50 to $22. Short term, you actually look pretty good. Your higher time frames are still very bearish, but on your 1 hour, you are showing bullish divergence. And I would be watching your MACD closely, because if you make another lower high, the selling will increase and you will most likely go down to test that support and then fill that gap. Right in through here. I hope that made sense. Let me know if that was good. Yeah, no problem, Tom Brady. I hope that was easy to understand. But I've had a lot, and I'm actually glad you brought that up, because if people are asking me, well, what does filling the gap mean? And you know, this is a good example of filling the gap. You usually can fill gaps with giant bullish engulfing candles. Whoops. And this right here is basically the thing that's holding everything together. This candle open right through here. But good find though. I'm telling you guys, the stock market is by far, from a technical standpoint, much easier to trade. In my opinion, of course. That's where I had my mentor. I learned all my skills with technical analysis. But to be completely honest, with crypto's where I learned a lot of the psychology of trading. There's so much more mental aspect to crypto trading because the volatility is enormous. So we'll check this real quick and then we're going to go to Bitcoin. I'm going to look at this very quickly because we pretty much already know what's going on. Alright, yeah, nothing's changed. You can see here on gold, we've been speculating on a 148 to 150 short. But it's going to be contingent on the MACD, just because if you break these areas of resistance through here, you're probably going to go back to 155, 160, and gold's going to go over $1,600 an ounce. But man, this could actually be a very, very nice short. The daily looks extremely bearish. You showed a much lower level of bullish momentum. I mean, I'm telling you, I do not believe our current administration is going to allow the stock market to close because of the campaign. You know, that's one of Trump's biggest talking points, is the stock market, how great the economy's doing. I do not think they're going to allow the stock market to tank before the election. Doesn't mean it's going to or not. It's just my opinion. You know, we only talk politics unless it has to do with price movement of our, you know, stocks and cryptos. But if you look here on gold, and if the stock market's doing successful, I believe gold's going to struggle. You have your bearish cross up here. You're showing much lower levels of bullish momentum on the daily. You can even see it. We're still building. We've outpaced our left shoulder. Now we're trying to go after our anchor wave. So if we can outpace this anchor wave, the selling pressure, I think, is going to tremendously increase. You can even see here on the 4 hour, you had a cross there, you had a cross there, and now we're just kind of free falling. So very interesting stuff, guys. But I think gold's going to be a pretty massive short, at least for the next year. I know everyone's getting extremely bullish, but look at this, guys. Generally, people get extremely bullish after the trends already happened. I mean, look at this. Since May alone, gold is up. Let's get our price range tool. I'm going to hurry on this just because every time I start looking at gold, Bitcoin goes nuts and I miss it. So gold, just since May of this year, is literally up 23%. If you want to go from the beginning of this year, gold, yeah, so okay, yeah, so gold's up about 23% this year, about the same. So very interesting stuff. Let's get back to Bitcoin. If you guys want to look at anything, just let me know. You know, I'm here for you guys. So hopefully we can get some live trades in, but as you already know, the moment I go live, I'm known to jinx the entire market and we go stagnant. So, but just know I do have 2 static videos coming out. The aggro cap scalper indicators, the V1 5-minute, the V2 1-minute are coming out today. I've had a lot of people ask me about. I'd swipe. You're a dick. I have 1 star. So swipe right. Doesn't that mean like pass? I don't use Tinder. Swipe right? Is that a rejection or not? For my Tinder guys or fans, whatever fans. That sounds weird. People that use Tinder, swipe right. Is that a rejection? I'm getting the hair fixed, guys. Are you bullish on the Chiefs? Of course. Of course I'm bullish on the Chiefs. That's my team. I think we're going to have no more than 4 losses the entire year. Oh, hell yeah. Thanks. I appreciate it. I don't use Tinder, but I'm like, ugly, fat, you know, wipe me off the screen. I don't use Tinder, guys. I think I checked it out one time. Just to see what it was like, and I saw the quality of people on it, and I was like, yeah, probably gonna catch something. I have to get like a penicillin shot every week. Alright, so current price, guys, $10,890. For us to get really bullish on this, we need to break about 10,950. I don't know if I'm going to try to scalp this long, for the simple fact we are so darn close to major resistance here. This downsloping line, it's like, I mean, it's just apparent. I mean, look at it. Every time we go up and test it, we have a major rejection. Man, nose is running. Cast something. I mean, in my opinion, you would be insane to think the Chiefs are only going to have 4 wins. They're going to have maybe like 4 losses. I mean, they have Patrick Mahomes. We now have LaShawn McCoy. We have Sammy Watkins. We have Tyreek Hill. We have Travis Kelce. I mean, we have the most loaded offense in the NFL. It's kind of, hey, Tom Brady's in the chat. It's like that year the Patriots had like Dante Stallworth. They had Randy Moss. They had like all these like ancient but like star players, but we're just young. Like, there's no team speed-wise that can match up to the Chiefs. There's none out there. And we're going to play the Jacksonville Jaguars this weekend. So actually, I need to go pick on my friend. He actually lives in Jacksonville. I'm just playing, not pick on him. You know what I mean. It's all friendly. So this is what we're watching, guys. Current price is $10,880. If there's anything that you guys would like to look at in the chat, let me know. I would be more than happy to look at it. This is definitely the time for us to look at your cryptos or your stocks or whatever it is that you trade. And if you haven't already, I know most of you already are, but if you haven't joined our Discord, I highly recommend joining it. We have a lot of talented, smart, intelligent people. We have multiple sections for you, whether you want to post your TA charts, your news, your... I mean, there's just so much there. And you're going to be surrounded by a group of people that just, you know, they just want you to improve. But it's just an amazing group. So if you haven't already, if you're on YouTube, check the description, or if you're on Twitch, look at the panels down below. But lots of, you know, the Discord's honestly pretty busy. We have a night crew because we have a lot of people that don't live in the United States. So it seems to be pretty active 24/7. Where can I post your list? If you're on Discord or something, well, I mean, I don't really want to look through a list, but if you have one like you want me to look at the most, I'd be more than happy to look at it. I'm trying to think what else would be nice to look at here. So guys in the chat, you guys watch NFL? What's your team? Let it be known. I'd be curious to see, like, you know, with all the diverse group of people we have in our community. I know not everyone's a huge NFL fan, but what's your home city, or like what's your team you support? And don't be shy if like you're a Raiders fan or something. We might pick on you for fun, but you know, we accept everybody here.
This is how I work.
The losing Lions, the skins, nice.
Hello.
So like Martin, if there's like a specific coin on your list, or a stock or crypto you want me to look at, you can just let it be known. Like pick one or two on there that you want, you know, the most to look at. The losing Lions, that's so funny. Every year I watch the Lions on Thanksgiving. The Hawks. So we have the Falcons, we got the Lions. There's no NFL in Germany. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Got the Redskins. Hey, DI. You guys got our old quarterback, Alex Smith. Well, I guess not anymore. His leg's it was broken. You guys have that new quarterback, though, you drafted, that rookie. So hopefully he works out. I feel bad for the Skins. They've just been, you know, you guys, I thought you guys were going to get some, I thought you guys were going to be competitive when you had RG3 and you showed flashes, but it just never really came to fruition. I always like to support teams that are always not famous, you know, that are not as big. Like, if you're not familiar, guys, with the Kansas City Chiefs, we haven't won a Super Bowl since 1969. Yeah, Haskins, yeah. But the Chiefs haven't won a Super Bowl since we had Len Dawson in 1969. And it wasn't really until we got Alex Smith that we really turned competitive. I mean, we've won the AFC West the last five years. So, you know, for the first time in my life, the Chiefs are actually really good. So, I like supporting teams that just don't win it every year. How you doing, Gumby Inc? The Bears D got 10 points last night. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's rough. There's nothing worse than like watching Like, shoot, I remember last year, like the Buffalo Bills, like they had that new quarterback and everything, and then like their entire Pro Bowl offensive line was injured. I feel bad for anyone that's a Bills fan. I mean, that's just been, or a Cleveland Browns. Thank God you have that new, I can't even think of his name right now. It's not, I know it's not, Johnny Football. It's not Manziel. It's this new guy. I can't think of his name. When you get a chance, can you cover my Nemesis XRP? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Baker Mayfield. Thank you guys. So like, honestly, I wish nothing but good things for the Browns. They've just struggled so much. For sure. Let's look at your Nemesis. So you're finding some resistance here at about 26 cents. Your current price is about 25.8. Your next really area of major resistance in this box is going to be about 27 cents, or just literally just under it. But here's the thing, we'll pull it up on a different chart, but this 28-cent area held for a very long time. Let's go look at Binance. I think that's the chart that I have it fixed on. So this is what I was emphasizing. Do you see all these touch points here at 28 cents? You have 1, 2. You have a cluster right in through there. This 28-cent area, and this goes all the way back to the beginning of 2000. I swear this chart had more data on it. But this 28-cent to 38-cent area it's going to be no joke. I mean, it's going to be extremely hard to break over. You're trying to hold this support level at about this, 24.5, 25 cents. But man, this box is going to be extremely difficult to break out of. So for me, if you're if you're trying to play this bounce and you bought somewhere down here, I would be selling at 28 cents. This is not going to be easy to break. But for me to be bullish on XRP, I want to see us break over 30 cents. And honestly, I want to see at least 2 daily closes above it. I want to make sure it's not a fake out. So, don't get too bearish until we break under 24.5. We looked at this on the Bitfinex chart. Yeah, there you go. This has a little bit more data, so we can find a better dip here. You're gonna be in, these are basically your last touch points if you break below 24 cents. So honestly, what I would be predicting is, if you break that 24-cent area, I really think we're going to go back to 19 to 20 cents. I really do. Look in here. So this bottom line is about 20 cents. Or I'm sorry, it's 19 cents. So if XRP breaks 24 cents, I'm fully expecting a test of 19 to 20 cents. And man, you break under that, it could just get extremely ugly. You break 19 cents and it could get very, very ugly for XRP. I think we'll honestly go back to about 15 cents. 15, 16 cents. So, but don't get too bearish. There's quite a bit of support at 24 cents. So, you know, if you're a holder of XRP, hopefully it doesn't break. But if it does, I'm fully expecting a test of 19 to 20 cents. Let's see how we look on the MACD perspective. Alright, so this actually doesn't look too bad here. XRP is honestly looking pretty good above 24 cents. You're showing a bullish divergence here. If you look on your bullish momentum, you're a little flat, but you're still building here. It looks like you're about to get higher than your left shoulder. The big thing is after you outpace this wave right here, you're gonna have to get past this one right in here. If not, you're gonna face a lower high and you'll just dump. So if you see this, so if we pull this out, if you see us go up like this and then we fall and we're at about 28 cents, anywhere in that 28 to 30 cent mark, I guess that's a little high. But if you start seeing falling momentum on the 4-hour or daily, and we're sitting at that critical 28-30 cent resistance, I would be looking to short. 28 to 30 cents is going to be insanely hard to break, but you're showing bullish divergence. If you look here, you have your cross. So not looking too bad here on the daily. If we go out to the 4-hour, man, once again, you're looking really good. XRP actually looks like we could have a pop coming up. You're showing more bullish divergence here on the 4-hour. And if we zoom in here, what do you see? It hasn't happened yet, but we are about to have a cross right in here. So once we get this cross, we'll definitely probably pop to the upside. It's going to be hard to tell how high we're going to go. But XRP honestly isn't looking too bad. As long as we're above 24 cents, 25 cents, I would definitely be holding off shorting. That opportunity is pretty much passed. The safer risk-reward wise trade for shorting, that's already passed. Yep. So, but that's your Nemesis XRP. It's definitely looking like a bounce is about to come. We check out the 4-hour. Yeah, we're still kind of in this little phase right here. It's hard to tell. So I would just be patient. Every time XRP starts showing flashes of being bullish, it just continues falling. It's been kind of it's been rough trying to call it from a bullish standpoint when XRP, because you're literally just betting on when the volume's going to come in. So go check out Bitcoin again. Let's get our current price. So we're sitting at 10,872. So what, did you post it like in the TA section? Oh dang, that's a lot of ICOs. I've never actually heard of any of them. I've heard of Kyber Network. Are you up on any of those? I'm not sure how the ICOs were doing last year. I mean, I can only speculate with how the market was, but no problem, Gumby. Thank you. Seem a little biased, Mark. Yeah, the chart is horrible, but you're showing signs of reversing. Possible. See, what I want to see is if we go out here on the 4 hour, you almost wonder if we'll get a BART pattern if we just kind of sit here and then make our move here to the bottom shoulder. This would actually seem very likely. And then you can maybe even pop back up through here before you go back down. We're gonna be here for it, so if I start seeing signs of a Bart Simpson, I'll let it be known on Discord. Whoops.
Mixed by Rottweiler.
Man, that's a lot of ICOs though. Mark Taylor, the XRP bull. Yep. So this is what we're going to be watching for, guys. If we start seeing extended areas of consolidation, just like this, I'm telling you, I'm going to short. We're right now at critical resistance. You need the volume to keep going up. So at this point, guys, if you start seeing a bull flag, I would not be taking that as a bullish indication. Not right now, not at our current price point. And I swear time flies when we're live. We've almost been live for an hour and a half already. So quick. Ugh. So your 4 hours still looks good. Bitcoin's just consolidating right now. You have your cross here on the 4 hour, so you're looking good. Your 1 hour is showing more. You had bullish divergence and it's already played out. You made a higher level on your right shoulder, in the same wave. You made a higher shoulder. Now we're just kind of waiting for the next phase. You can see we're about right here on the wave right now. So the key thing is are we going to go back down and take a dip and possibly make a lower or a higher level? Or are we just going to round this off and then make our next, our next part of the wave? So we have some stuff to watch out for. And once again, even when I'm not live, I'll keep you guys updated full time today. I do have our tutorial video for our scalpers, just because I've gotten a lot of questions for it, and honestly, it's not that hard, so I can make the video fairly quick. I'm gonna do a static video over the MACD. So I have my tutorial on the AgroCap scalpers. I have the MACD tutorial. So 2 tutorials. I have 1 static video for the people that don't have time for these live streams. It's basically where I just do our cryptos in I crunch them into like a 15-minute video. So got a little bit of a busy day ahead. Because the AgroCap, the scalping video is going to be more in depth because it's not as easy. Scalping takes a lot more, there's a lot more skill and technicals that go in, especially when using an indicator. So just be prepared. The scalping video, I already have the 3-hour tutorial if you haven't seen it, but it's going to be probably pretty long. It's going to be probably 30 to 45 minutes because I have to be thorough on this. And we're going to look at it just like we did with the 3-hour video. The V1 3-hour, how to basically use your indicators to confirm the aggro cap. I mean, because honestly, whether you're using market side for aggro cap or any indicator, you shouldn't just follow one blindly. You need to confirm it. You need to confirm it. So the more confirmations you can have of a signal, the more confident you can be behind your positions. I don't know if we're going to do a liquidation hunt, but I mean, here, let's check it out real quick, actually. Let's check the long and shorts out. Next out of place. All right. So this is the longs chart. This is the hour. Let's look at the 4-hour. Very nice. We've broken through our technical resistance. See if we can find any other. All right. All right. So you can see this nice little uptrend we've had. We use our trend line. Let's see if I can move this up. Yeah, I can't really draw much from this. We're not treating this as support. It's more or less just be able to judge the direction that we're looking, or like the angle that we're trading in. So longs are looking good. We look at it from the 1-hour perspective. So the longs are up almost 20% since the beginning of September, so that's very nice. Let's look at the shorts chart. Wow, look at that, guys. There's a war going on. This is kind of looking like the bull run we had earlier this year, like in May, like April, May, June. The higher the shorts go, they're basically just feeding the liquidations. Like when they're getting liquidating or covering for a loss, you have to buy back your sold shares or your coins. Wow, look at that. That's impressive. Man, that's nice. Look at here on the 4-hour. You can see here, so the shorts are definitely rising. They're rising at a pretty quick pace. If we're going to use our price range, so the longs are up roughly 20% this month. Damn, really? The shorts are up 53%? That's pretty incredible. So there's a war going on right now. If we're going to look at our coin, I have it bookmarked in here. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the computer. We'll find out here shortly. Let's go check out Coin Farm. If you like this, you can find it. We have a long and short section in our Discord channel. I mean, literally, it's there 24/7. You can click this and it'll show you the long versus shorts. All right, so longs are at 52 and almost 53. Shorts are about 47. And you can look here to give you an actual time frame. So the shorts are actually decreasing. So from about 1 a.m. this morning, we were about 50-50, and now we're, current levels, 53-47. Very nice. And once again, all this information can be found on our Discord channel. It's called coinfarm.online. Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, good catch, Mark. So longs versus shorts. Okay. Interesting stuff. So longs are, longs have the edge right now. So current price is 10,880. Just some consolidation going on, which is pretty much like every stream. I can make a bullish or bearish engulfing candle fall. I can make it stop right in its tracks by going live every time. Control Z. Use Control Z to erase your drawing faster. Oh, wow. Thanks. Yeah, I'll definitely try that. Thank you, BitBoss. You guys are like the best troubleshooters. I swear, I've learned so much from you guys, especially with Bybit. I never knew that little toolbar in the bottom left, which I've asked them to make that bigger, so they said they're going to be working on it. I've used Bybit for 6 months now, and seriously, I never knew it was there. So, the key thing to remember, though, with Bitcoin, we've had a nice push. The thing you want to watch very closely, you want to watch your momentum indicator. You want to watch your MACD very, very closely. Obviously, we're still bullish here on the 4 hour. You can see we're poking our head up. We have our nice bullish cross. So you have your bullish cross. You're now poking your head out on the bullish side. I'm going to be watching the 1 hour. We pretty much already know the environment we're trading in. So, even with this latest wave, if we come back and then we form something like this, this is really going to be our indicator to short. We're at major resistance. This descending line, we've looked at it all stream. You're really going to want to pay attention to your momentum indicator. That's going to tell you if we're going to go and test it, break past it, or like every other time, consolidate right under it before we drop the, what I mean, like when the sellers, when they drop the price. So every time we've hit this resistance line here on the daily, or even on the 4 hour, you can see here, we have pretty severe reactions to the downside. So it's time, the bulls need to either step up or, history's going to repeat itself. You can see here on the daily, we're still growing. We're still growing. But we're starting to get this little rounded feature up here, and I don't like that from a bullish perspective. The reason being, in which this video about the MACD tutorial that I'll do today, I'll explain this, more in depth. But if you haven't realized already, I'm very partial to the MACD. And it might be the single most important indicator with trading cryptocurrency. It really is. It's all about momentum and spotting reversals or continuation patterns. And the MACD, in my opinion, may just be the best indicator for crypto. So this is what we're going to be watching for. The daily's already kind of hinting at it. This is a good example. Obviously, though, this wave has been higher. But you can see the reaction that we had from the downside from here. We went from 9,000 all the way to 7,300 on this. Man, from a daily perspective though, we're not even on the upside right now. We're still down here. So there's definitely still room to grow. Look at the 2 hour. Yeah, you can see it. Hey, Mike Wright, good job. Good catch. Not just from our high, but you can see this. It's very clear. It looks like we're rounding this thing off right now. This short might be just playing out. I don't think it's going to happen right now. Honestly, if it's going to happen, I see it probably happening maybe tomorrow. But you know, Bitcoin really doesn't care. It's going to do what it wants to do. But man, I'm telling you, the MACD is just so important. Show a bullish divergence. You see your cross right in here. And then, like, what do you know? Right at this cross, you pop up to the upside here. We look at the charting perspective from this. We had our cross right in here. Right at about 10.5. So important. Yeah, Bitcoin's actually having a little bit of a dump now. 10,000. I say dump. We've gone down a whole $40. 10,840. You've got a falling wedge, or you got a fallen wedge drawn on the 2 hour. See how we look here on the 1 hour. See if we're hinting anything's getting hinted on. Yeah, nothing yet. Nothing yet. But man, I hope this the tutorial video, I'm pretty much just gonna get something to eat after we're done streaming. But man, the MACD is so important because I have a ton of videos to make today. And I'm going to get a head start on those so I can have a little bit of free time before our evening stream. But you can see here, you had your bullish divergence, you had your cross. We look at it from a charting perspective. I mean, you really got your confirmation right in here. I mean, your worst entry would have been about 10,560. I mean, the MACD is just so critical when trading cryptocurrency. Really any asset, but for cryptocurrency, I mean, you have to know how to read the MACD. Or you're just going to be blindly entering and exiting positions. You know, just knowing support and resistances can only get you so far. Triple bearish div on the 45. Are you using this as your anchor? I mean, this could be almost disregarded. It's so small. This one right in here. And if you look here on the 45, what do you see here, guys? We're about to cross down. Mike, right? Is this the anchor point that you're using? So 1, 2, and 3. This is on the 45, just like you said. All right. Current price 10,820. Still wouldn't panic though, guys. I mean, what are we up? Like over $300 this morning alone? Yeah, 10,780 now. Nice. Still wouldn't panic too much. I bet we'll be back over it soon. There's going to be a little bit of yep, see, we're already above 10.8. We're probably going to hover. Honestly, I really see us hovering at this 10.8 here for a while. Don't be shocked if we just chill between the 10.7 and the 10.9, this little 200. So if you're great at scalping, if you like scalp trading, this is probably going to be a great time to start scalping. See what our aggro cap looks like. The 3 hour. Yeah, the 3 hour is still massively long right now. You can see, I mean, we had a nice buy signal at about 9,820 right at this green line. I mean, you're majorly in profit right now. Just from this call alone, you're up almost 12%. So even if you did a low 2-3x leveraged position, you're still up, 24, 36%. So we didn't confirm it. We're now under our short though. This thing popped short at, so we popped it at 10,850. We confirmed it 10,840, and you can see the dip we had here. But man, look at this scalping call. Damn. I didn't even notice this. We had a little dip after this. This is the 5 minutes, so it looks more drastic. But you can see here, we confirmed our long at 10,670 or 10,560. This was last night. And you basically just rode this all the way up. What a call. Go back a little more. See, yeah, we're getting some pretty nice price action now. 3 hour. I'm trying to see where our support line to flip short would be. Yeah, that's still quite a far. That's 10,350 right now. Man, we're dumping, guys. 10-6. Whew, what a dump. $10,580. Damn. What a call here. Damn, 10,840. Man, freaking nose is itching. Let's see, how close did we get to our... Nope. I'd say I'll be a buyer at 10.5. 10,006. So we hit about 10,550 on that dip. Not too bad. Yep, that's the liquidation hunt. Still don't think I'm overwhelmingly bearish on this one yet. This might actually be a decent buy the dip opportunity and sell above 10.7. I really want to see this. I want to see how we react here at 10.5. And then we also got, let's use our horizontal tool. See, I'm trying to look at these. Boom. So you have your 1 touch point, 2. Got a cluster in right through here. This is about 10,550.
But in the end, smoking marijuana to blow your mind is like throwing sand in a delicate machine and hoping nothing goes wrong.
Yeah, that 45, that was a good catch. You showed it right through here, your triple MACD bearish divergence. You had your cross. This is kind of what we're watching for now. I'm watching this new wave forming. If we can form another lower high, it could be a nice opportunity. Nice. That was the move and you missed it. Well, you know, it just has kind of part of streaming. You can see here, this line of resistance, though, it's really what we rejected.
Smoking marijuana to blow your mind.
Here. Just basically watching this momentum right now. This might not be a bad buy the dip opportunity. That's what I'm looking for right now. Jesus Christ, it's really dumping right now. Damn. 10,480. Jesus. Just massively dumping right now. Jesus Christ. 10,350. This is why Bitcoin needs to get expensive. Because if it doesn't, this will never go mainstream. Jesus Christ. 10,300, 250. This is getting insane. Trying to see what we can prepare for. Alright, I like this a lot. Let's see. Horizontal tool. Just trying to find areas we could look for support. So you have your touch point, another touch point. You have your cluster of touch points through here. More touch points through here. That just so happens where we bounced. What was that price? Just above 10,200. Yeah. I'm checking Discord. I'm not seeing anything. All I see is comments from Seether.
Now we turn the tide. Sow the seeds of strife.
Current price almost 10,004.
Of the light. Nobody understands me. They call my work a hack job.
This is basically where we're at now. So I'm gonna flip these to red.
This is my masterwork. Violence is elegance.
All right, we're above the fours now.
Is temporary.
Bit boss.
Victory is forever. Victory is forever. Victory is forever.
Let's check our 3 hour. It's getting a little too cluttered up for my taste. Let's see here. Alright, I'm gonna be watching my 3 hour really close. You can see here we broke under it, but we haven't confirmed it. But if we stay under 10,350 and we can close the 3 hour under it, we will flip short. And based on every other call, I'm probably gonna go pretty heavy on this one.
Nobody understands
Damn,
me.
I gotta use the restroom.
Work a hack job. This is no real master. This is my master.
Yeah, let's see what we look like from an EMA standpoint. Yep. Let's use our 4 hour. Yep. So our EMA 100 came in to save the day.
Is temporary.
getting a little too cluttered. Hey, nice 78% profit, the devil himself. Oh, that's TA charts. Hey, Mert Poise, let's see, 7, 12. Hey, I bet you're massively up in profit now. Merpoise went pretty heavy short. Let's see, we're at 10,887. Nice. I bet you're in massive profit right now. Good job. Trying to see if there's anything I'm missing. Until we break this 10,250, we go to our 4 hour. Our EMA 100 is kind of stepping in as support right now. So the 21. Oh yeah, you can actually, man, I need to delete some of this. It's really cluttered. I hate cluttered charts. You can see on the 13, we literally bounced right off of it on the daily. So the 13 on the daily, and then the 100 on the 4 hour. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, guys, I have to use the restroom like horribly bad. So I'm gonna get a less cluttered canvas on here, and I'll put the scalper tool on. I gotta use the restroom real quick. Let's get Bitfinex. We have our 3 hour on, so if you look at the 5 minute though, what a short. I kind of spotted it too late, but the 5 minute scalper called it perfectly up here. What an insane drop though. We literally dropped. Really? Like we literally dropped about 6% in a matter of 5 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna keep this here for a second. I gotta go use the restroom. I'll be right back. I literally cannot hold it any longer. What's up, everybody? Sorry, guys. I apologize for having to leave. I was like, I literally just could not hold my bladder for a minute longer. I've had like 5 cups of coffee. Can only hold that stuff for so long. But you can see here, we got saved by the 13 on the daily. We're going to be looking at our clean canvas for now. We're going to get off the Bybit charts because I want to see a clean slate. I want to see this. It's more, you know, when I trade, I like to have an easy, it's supposed to be easy on the eyes. It's not supposed to be confusing with all these lines going each and every, you know, direction. It's just confusing. And you can see here on your 13, this is your yellow line. We bounced right off of it. So I'm going to be watching the aggro cap 3 hour pretty closely. If we look at our 5 minute, you can see here, we just pop, we did pop short at just about 10,860. I just didn't catch it in the nick of time. Because usually with your scalper, like I said, it's $50 to $80 moves, maybe 100, and then they can move into longer positions. But it popped, it went down $60. I was like, and then the bottom just dropped. But good thing though, this is just my streamer's account because I had some hedge positions on my longer account, so at least I'm good on that end. But I'm gonna get some soda in. I need some sugar. But thank you for everyone that's here right now. B3. Yeah, seriously. What's up, Gabe? Good morning, Dad's Fawn. Well, everyone was feeling all nice and bullish this morning, and then it's like, Yeah, if you guys capitalize on that short, put it in the profit logs. We already have some people posting their trades. Yeah, nice trades, guys. So, just checking out Discord. No, not gonna. Alright, there we go. Don't really want to see the 5 minute. 1 hour's bearish. So this is what I'm really going to be watching closely, the 2 hour here. You can see, this is where your higher time frames are going to kind of help call this bottom. Are we going to form another lower high in bearish momentum? We're getting awful close. The bulls are going to need to hold this. It's not just that, but you also had your cross with this downturn. So so 3 hour here. This is the line of interest. If we can confirm under it, we'll pop. This 3 hour's been calling major, price swings. So let's see how it holds up. It's kind of right between It's actually right on top of the EMA 2 and 100, or 200 and 100. Checking Discord now, making sure I'm not missing anything. But what a move, guys. It's the only thing I don't really like about Bitcoin, you know? It doesn't make steady moves to the downside. It literally just does it in 5 minutes. It's one of the only things I really don't like about it. It's why I'd say the mental aspect, because, you know, FOMO's just not going on the way up, it's also on the way down. There's a much more, I think it's much more mentally challenging to trade Bitcoin or any really cryptocurrency than it is the stock market. Because especially on a move like this, you kind of already had to be in. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess you could have FOMO'd, it would have worked out. I mean, look how large of the move we had to the downside. What a move. Insane.
Let me tell you something about Coke. I can tell you, it's nice.
It's now short, the V1.
Do you know the feeling when you fuck on cocaine?
What? I wonder why there's such a big drastic difference from using the Heiken Ashi candles and normal candles.
Do you know the feeling when you fuck on cocaine?
That's weird.
Do you know the feeling when you fuck on cocaine?
So what? Did it pop short up here and you just didn't confirm until now? This is so weird because I was like, I usually use the Heiken Ashi candles. That's weird. I wonder why the candle difference makes such a drastic difference.
Do you know the feeling when you fuck on cocaine?
Oh, Heiken Ash uses average price. Well, then I'm gonna just start using the regular candles then. I know I get a lot of people asking for the Heiken Ashi, but you pretty much came up here, tapped the 34, and now you're moving back down. Damn, that sucks. That means I missed the 3-hour and the 5-minute. That's the thing that sucks about having all these moves happen in 5 minutes. But it's cool. Like I said, I already hedged my long account against this price action, so honestly this, you know, it's just a little streamer's account. but it sucks because I try to really scan these indicators quickly and the move just happens so darn quickly. I don't really like FOMOing into positions, but I didn't know there was such a drastic difference from the Heiken Ashi and then your average candle. Yeah, that's true, Mark Taylor. It's really my only pet peeve with Bitcoin that's going to hinder it from being mainstream. I don't like how it makes the move so quickly. It's like it's not natural. Probably get $100 scalping. What direction, Sam? Are you thinking you're going to go down? We're going to go up? Because if I was speculating, I would think we would maybe go back and test these moving averages now that this is short. I really was using the Heiken Ashi just because I know, you know, with Market Cipher, that's the one you were supposed to use it with, but damn. I'm gonna get Bybit fired up here. Got some Pulp Fiction in there. There you go. I love Pulp Fiction. I actually just watched it for the first time in full the other day. Oh yeah, I'm still doing fine. 10,420. Yeah, there we go. Damn, that looks horrible on Bybit's chart. Damn, we hit 120 million. Bybit's almost done $1 billion in contracts today. We've done almost 970 million contracts. Yeah. It's my only pet peeve with this market, man. It's like you gotta take the risk of being in. I mean, you can kind of see here, this is, the forehead's kind of screwed up, but... So usually, oh yeah, that's not good. Usually these Bart Simpsons, they like to find a shoulder to end on. We've already blown past this shoulder. We've blown past this one. If we blow past this, I would hate to turn this. Oh man, you see this? I would hate to have this thing go all the way back down to 9,500, making this the shoulder. I guess you can maybe turn it. It's gonna be hard to call where this is gonna end. Insane price action. Yeah, bro, blown. Seriously. I was just like, oh, we flipped short on the 5 minute. 3 minutes later, down $500. It's like, oh, okay. Bitcoin being bipolar again as usual. I want to check this short position out though, because if we look at the 3 hour, let's actually go to the 4. Yeah, we're basically hovering right at it. I don't want to get overly bearish until we break this 100. I just don't. The current price of this EMA 100 is about 10,250. Alright, so we're gonna have to figure out a trade plan for how we're gonna go about this. Obviously the move has already happened. We have to figure out if we're gonna short the bounce or if we're gonna catch a knife. So the best way I like to do with this is generally you can have some nice moves after these impulses, but you're gonna take a lot more risk. So if as this stands now, if we end this on the 4 hour, this could actually be a really bullish move. If we form something like this would be triple MACD bullish divergence. But you have your cross going against you. Obviously all of our indicators are short. So let's go to our 1 hour. Yeah, that's a pretty big wave. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check the stock market really quick. I want to see if we broke over 300. That's sometimes an indicator why Bitcoin or money's being pulled out of Bitcoin. SPY. Yep, SPY's pushing $300 right now. We're almost to $299. That probably has a lot to do with this. So let's check GLD. We're gonna check the fundamental aspect of it. GOD's down to 142. So the safe havens, money is being pulled out of them. Trying to kind of figure out what kind of market we're trading in. Generally, when SPY is looking bullish, the stocks will, the safe havens, like the precious metals, the Bitcoins, they're going to suffer a little bit. People are going to be pulling money to put in. Provolone, it wicked down to about 10,250. Yeah, 10,260. See it a lot better here. So it's gonna suck because you're gonna miss out on this $200 drop, but there's much more risk trying to short right now. After this the move's already happened. You're shorting into the impulse, which is generally not a good idea. Our clean canvas. I'm gonna put this as resistance. You can see all the touch points on it. This is at about 10.5. I may look to enter a short here at maybe 10,005. We're gonna be watching our MACD closely. All the touch points on this. This was support, and now it's resistance.
Do you mind if I go online?
Yeah. So let's check our long and shorts chart. Did the longs get liquidated? Yup. See it right up here on the 4 hour. If we go to the 1 hour, I bet it's more drastic. Yep. So let's check the shorts. Man, short, do you see this? This is... The shorts are going down too. That just shows somebody with a lot of Bitcoin just came in and dumped. And look at this. We're gonna stay on it. So this is the long. This is the short. Or I'm sorry, that was the short. This is the long. Yeah, quite a bit. Everyone's kind of getting screwed right now. Somebody just came in and dumped. It doesn't seem like everyone as a whole just started dumping. It looks like a few people came in and just dumped. Craig Wright. Yeah, who knows?
What I'm doing here is measuring the purity. And quality product, well, that starts melting at around 140. 130.
Current price, 10,406.
140. Yes. 150.
Gonna be watching the 10,005 for a possible short.
160.
Let's see if we can work our way up. See all these touch points. Now, if we can break above this, we could have a nice little pump back. We'll get some of this candle back. But if we're gonna reject an area based on the technicals, it's gonna be right in here. I want to make sure Bybit's loaded. I want to make sure we're good. In a situation like this, I mean, I guess I could set limit orders, but I'm probably just going to have to go ahead and do market orders, and I'll use limit orders to get out. What? Now Antonio Brown is going to play for the Raiders. Man, if you guys have been watching the NFL lately, it must be really hard to be a Raiders fan with all that Antonio Brown stuff going on. Bloomberg says 1,000 people own. That's not good. That's definitely not decentralized. If that, you know, statistically wise is true. But no, based on your question though, I guess to be here on the 4 hour. This is where I'm getting the 10.5 from. Do you see all these touch points right on it, acting as support? This is what we're watching now. It was support, and now it should be flipped to resistance. Yeah, but you can't, I mean, maybe you can, but I'm pretty sure you can't find short positions. Let's see, 1 second. Anyone can look it up on the blockchain. Yeah, that's true. Money flow index is at 18.7. See if we can get the RSI up here. Oh, come on. Yeah, I don't know why Bybit does this sometimes. Come on. Gonna make me refresh. Sometimes they don't allow you to add extra indicators and you have to refresh the page. See what the RSI is at. Let's go to our 4 hour. Yeah, you still have room to drop though. You definitely have room to drop. Right now our RSI on the 4 hour, we're sitting at about 47. Yeah, I wish there was a way to like track the large wallets, like, you know, transactions, like, but specific wallets that are known to have lots of volatility, like, you know, once they enter an exchange, it usually crashes. There has to be a way you could identify these wallets to track. So we're still holding the EMA 100 though. You can see we had a nice bounce off of it. Now we're just basically going to sit here and the market's going to basically going to find out here. It's probably, I mean, it could happen, but chances are we're going to sit here and kind of, the market's going to figure out what it's going to do. Are we going to continue back down, or is this a buy, you know, buy the dip? Generally you get some consolidation when you have a move like this. We'll maybe go up and then sit here and consolidate before you either move back up or you move back down. Volatility unprecedented. The tensor charts? No, I haven't checked them. Honestly, it's not, I need to look more into it. I've honestly never heard of it until you guys. You can see here, even if I pull this line out, we even have these touch points back here. This 10.5 is going to be very, very important. If I am gonna try to short this, I'd really like us to see, let's go up and touch this 10.5. And also you have your EMA 100 on the 1 hour. That's sitting literally directly above it. See what our swing indicator, let's try our aggro cap. Make sure I'm not on Heikin-Ashi. Let's see, so he flips short. We on the 5 minute. Alright, we're good. Apparently the 3 hours now short. Okay, I see. So this is the one where you pop short and then you would basically dollar cost average into this green line. In through here. I just can't believe there was such a... I wish I would have known this beforehand. I didn't know you were supposed to use your regular candles and not your Heikin-Ashi. I'm just so used to using it as I was using Market Cipher quite a bit. Because if you see here, if you go from your Heikin-Ashi candles, you're still... See what I'm talking about? You're still honestly good. And then if you go to your regular candles, you can see how you pop short. So interesting stuff. You learn something every day. John McAfee, he's crazy. If you have a Twitter, I highly recommend following him. That dude is hilarious. So it looks like we might have a situation like this. Do you see this? How you popped your short, but you didn't confirm till down here. Because on your regular candle, you pop short, but your line is still down here. Current price is $10,420. I don't want to compare. Whoops. So we confirmed this call right in through here, which is about right at this green line. So about 10,450. Just going to be patient. There's a lot of it's not good to short into an impulse or long into an impulse after it's already happened. I I really want to see us go up and touch this line before opening up a short. And once again, this is about 10,005. Your list of alts? No. I thought those were ICO coins. And honestly, except Kyber Network, that's the only one I've ever heard of. Bitcoin Zone in the show right now. So we're just hovering at 10,420 right now. I'm looking at Whale Network right now on Twitter. Hey, look at that, guys. $3 million. If you look at Whale Alert on Twitter, if you look at Whale Alert on Twitter, 3 million USD has been transferred from unknown wallet to Binance. 42 minutes ago, USDC 2.8 million has been transferred to an unknown wallet. I guess that's from Binance. Let's see here. Alright guys, this is something to keep an eye on. When you start seeing dips like this and you start seeing Tether pumping out, like printing a lot of Tether, especially when these dips occur, kind of wants me to hold off on shorting. It's 100% manipulation. But seeing on Whale Alert, there's a lot of Tether that was just printed. 25 million Tether just printed an hour ago. 5 million Tether just moved to Huobi. There's a ton of Tether being printed right now. Someone just transferred 1,400 Bitcoin from Binance to an unknown wallet. $5 million was transferred from Tether Treasury to Binance. Lots of Tethers being printed right now. Hey, I'm actually getting fixed today. My hair's still a little red, so... This is what we're looking at. 10,005 is your resistance. Here, let's go to the one that's already made. Let's go to Bybit. But no, my hair should be fixed today. I have to do it. I'm not bleaching again because I think my hair will just fall out. But, oh crap. But I have to get another toner in because there's still, my hair's so brown. I'm kind of regretting this whole bet. Alright. Damn. I keep forgetting I have my tool out. So you can see here, we're basically hovering above your first area of support. You can see it goes all the way across. We actually have a wick right off of it. So if you break 10,380, the next mark we're going to go down to is about 10,250. And then after that, you have our major box. And I need to pull this out. And that goes from 9,800 to 10,000. Man. Alright, come on Bitcoin. We're just sitting here at 10,420. I don't really want to open my short up at this level. Hey, AgroCap, can you send that? Can you send that link to me direct message through Discord? I just don't want to overload my computer right now. We're running good, but I don't want to push it, and we freeze and get kicked offline. But I can do that through my phone much easier. But yeah, I'd be more than happy to do that. Hey, there's nothing else to talk about. Honestly, it's been the first time I've been blonde since I was about 8 years old. So it's been about almost 17 years. But back then, I was like Slim Shady blonde. Like, seriously. Kind of excited to see what it looks like after today. Yeah, if you send that to me, Jubbin, on Discord, I'll get that added. Because I have my YouTube through my phone as well. It's much easier. Alright, just got it. Thank you. Follow your directions real quick. Bitcoin's still hovering. Oh shit. We're at 10,410. Let's see here. Go in this and add this channel to your moderators. Did I send it over? Awesome. What are you guys thinking? Where do we pump to before we start the next round of dumping? Or is it over? I'll have a straw poll here in a second. Just give me I'm gonna get this added real quick. Go to YouTube and add this to your add this YouTube channel to your moderators. Discord. Getting this fixed, guys, and we'll be back on. Copy link. Alright, hey, Jubbin, it should be added. We should be good now. Blocked. You can even submit words you want blocked. It's crazy. So our next support line is about 10,350. It's about this green line right in here. Chances are we might just sit here and ping pong. But we'll see. Alright, I'm gonna get a straw poll made, so get ready to vote. See if my computer holds up here. Overclocking my CPU is doing good, but man, I have to say, like, especially towards the left side of my computer, it's like, it's literally warm. Oh, not Streamlabs. I need straw pull. All right. Oh. Some thousand below bears consolidation. All right. Got the straw poll made. Let's vote. All right, guys, it should be in the comments section now. So we're going to call the poll at 2 o'clock. So you guys have about 15 minutes. And Jubbin, let me know if that works. That moderator thing I just added for Streamlabs, let me know. Here in a second, I need to go to my back door and see if my cat's sitting outside. It's kind of worrying me. The cat goes outside overnight to go see his girlfriend, and seriously, he's usually literally waiting at my door by 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's like 2 o'clock and he's nowhere to be found. Getting a bit worried. 'Cause that cat's always waiting for its food in the morning. All right. So far, we're getting close, guys. 60%, over 10,550, and 40% bears consolidation. All right. That's what I'm leaning towards, is bears consolidation. So we're tied. We're 50-50. Yeah, usually after you have impulses like this, you generally sit here, you'll ping pong, and then you'll make your next move. So I have a feeling we're going to have a pretty busy night stream tonight, which we're probably going to go live earlier than usual. Triangle of Doom, the devil himself. That's funny. Triangle of Doom. That's so funny because, like, your name's the devil himself. That's hilarious. How's XRP doing? Probably not too great. Yeah, thanks, Armacita. Yeah, I watched some other streamers and they've been implementing the straw poll, and it's easier for me, so I'm not sitting here and I'm like trying to count each vote by, by everyone. All right, Bears are winning right now. Bears consolidation. It's 5-3. Long if the cat's outside and short if it isn't. If that cat's not outside, I'm gonna probably start panicking. We have a neighbor that is he's crazy, and we're in this big dispute with my dog right now, and I'd hate to think he did something to my cat. I would freak out, honestly, but that cat is always waiting outside the door at like 8 a.m. and it's now 2 o'clock and no one can find him. He's his name's actually Crypto, but he's a giant Siamese cat. I chose the wrong one. Where do you order your kratom? Hey Martin Rand, are you on our community, our Discord? I'm no longer allowed to talk about it. More so for Twitch. I got a warning from Twitch that I am not allowed to promote drug use anymore, even though it's not even considered a scheduled drug. So I'm no longer allowed to consume it or talk about it, or I could be banned from Twitch. I'm Merp Voice? Okay. I'll direct message you. But it's called, yeah, dude. Not Provolone. Twitch, they've kind of pissed me off, but... And it's not even a drug. Like, it's seriously, I mean, I guess anything's considered a drug, but it's just ridiculous. I sent the information to the email I sent it to the National Kratom Society. They have millions of dollars. Maybe they can go put it on like a giant news network or something. So I'm a huge advocate for kratom. I have a severely torn meniscus in my leg, or in my left knee, and about 40 to 50% of the cartilage is all missing in my left knee. Hopefully I'm gonna have surgery on it this winter. But besides that, I used to have some pretty serious social anxiety, and kratom, I'm telling you, it's made it to where I don't have to take anything anymore. I don't take anxiety medicine. I don't take, I was on tramadol for a very long time for my knee. I'm no longer on any of it. So, yeah, Martin. I think kratom, especially if you're on antidepressants and stuff like that, I'm telling you, it literally is a cure for my depression and mostly anxiety. I'm not really depressed, but I'm telling you, I don't mean to be like that guy, but it really has saved my life. Like the quality of it. It used to be I couldn't be on pain pills unless, it's to the point now I can walk around Walmart, I can go shopping, and I can actually get out of the store. But there was times even on tramadol, I would be going shopping and my knee would crack super hard and I'd have to go sit down on the bench for like I'm 50 years old or 60 years old, and I have a knee replacement, and it was just embarrassing. I'm about to turn 25 this year, but my quality of life, especially physically, has been very limited since my knee injury. So that's really what kind of made my anxiety worse. It's like, man, by the time my knee fixed, I'm going to be old. I'm going to be having knee problems anyway. You like tramadol. But, honestly, I don't mean to be that guy, but, kratom has really helped me out. And it's really cheap, too. Like, I'm just going to show this for 2 seconds. But this is the kratom I take. It's from Kraken Kratom. I will send you the exact link on Discord. But I bought literally I got 2 bags. Each of them are 112 grams a piece in each bag. And I never pay more than about $25 for a bag. And that bag will last someone like you that's never used it. Should last it at least 2 or 3 weeks. So, but no, it's not that expensive at all. I got the green vein and I bought a red vein. And after shipping, it was like $39 for both of them. And it's really awesome. Like, it's great for pain relief. It's pretty euphoric as well. Like, if you have like depression, or like what I like to say is, like, if you have to do a job where you have to deal with people and talk to people, like if you're a waiter, if you're a call center representative, something that you have to physically interact with people a lot, this thing will make your job so much easier. And it's a brother to the caffeine plant, or it's a cousin to the caffeine plant. So like, not even joking, you get a huge little burst of energy. But it's not scary, like, you know how caffeine can make your heart beat out of your chest? It's not like that. You wish your alt bags were $25? Yeah. Yep. I know I take some heat on it from some people, but I don't really, until alt season starts, I'm not gonna buy altcoins. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So let's go check our chart. So the poll ends in about 4 minutes. And, you know, thank you for everyone watching between YouTube and Twitch. It's been a little bit of an extended stream today for our morning stream. No, I don't mess with XRP too much, at least for now, because the downtrend it's been on. XRP's been on a nasty downturn. All right, I'm getting you that link. Just give me 1 second. Wow, the support panels actually look pretty good on Twitch on the mobile app. I've never actually checked it out. And the cool thing about Kraken Kratom is you can only pay with Bitcoin. But yeah, you can only purchase with Bitcoin. But Mert Poise, I got you it right now. Check your direct messages. They'll it's not a downturn, it's price discovery till they find it at 0. That's awesome. I love the criticism XRP. Do you guys remember before Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, BSV? Remember all the hate Bitcoin Cash used to get with Roger Ver? And then like now that, you know, Craig Wright and BSV is a thing, no one really talks about Bitcoin Cash anymore, like negatively. Like, have you guys kind of noticed that? There used to be so much heat between the Bitcoin and the Bitcoin Cash community. And now it's like Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash have reunited and they're like, oh, screw Craig Wright. It's just, it's funny. Alright, we've been live for officially 3 hours, guys. Once again, thank you for each and every one of you being here. Music is crazy. Oh yeah, it's getting trippy, man. If you like this music, guys, they have literally a radio station. They play, they just have a whole bunch of DJs that come on. And they have like pretty much all the music you hear on our stream that isn't like the 80s techno. It's through Dark Monkey Music. It's like, did it really freeze? I'll give this a second. Alright, so the poll's over. I swore I had this on dark mode. This is too bright. There you go. But yeah, it's called Dark Monkey Music. They have a radio station. It literally says here it's 24/7. And they have a ton of albums. Alright guys, so the poll's over. Let's check the results. Alright, Bears consolidation for the win. $66 voted for Bears consolidation, 10,550, 33%. No one voted for under 10,350. Interesting. Thank you to everyone that participated. Kind of adds a little bit of, you know, extra entertainment to the stream, especially while we're just sitting here consolidating. Oh, Mark Taylor? Yeah, for sure. What's even worse is doing a static video and realizing at the very end that you were still on the stream starting screen and you couldn't see anything. I've done that where I've literally done a whole 35-minute static video. I was like, alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I tune out and I'm still on the stream starting screen. You can't even see anything I talked about. You just heard me talking. That sucks. I do that a lot. You'd be shocked how many times I do that. So now I make sure, you know, I'm on the right screen. Martin ran the Bears consolidation on the straw poll, if that's what you're asking about. That's what won. Alright, so it looks like we're having a bit of an extended stream right now. So I'm going to get our scalper on here. I'm sorry guys, my bladder is just super freaking small right now. I've had 5 cups of coffee and a full Coke. I got to use the restroom again. I'm going to keep this up. And I'm going to go see if my cat's sitting outside my door. So literally give me like 3-4 minutes. And I will be right back, alright? Enjoy the music. Our scalper's on right now. So, give me about 3-4 minutes. All right. Cat person. Oh yeah, Dad's Fawn. I've learned all of them. Hey, are you pregnant? Hey, I've had, seriously, just sitting here, I've had 5 cups of coffee and an entire 20 fluid ounce Coke. And no, I'm just an animal person.
Are you restless?
I have 3 dogs in my house and 1 cat. Wow. So, hope I say this right. Tonka and Chad Cherry, thank you for the subscriptions on YouTube. I think with that, we should be officially over 400 now. Let me check. YouTube. Oh, whoops. Let's check this out. Switch account. Current price is about 10,400, so we're just sitting here chilling. All right. So we're officially over 500 subs between YouTube and Twitch. So thank you, everyone. So this might be, we're going to be going live earlier this evening. If the volatility kind of picks up, I need to eat some breakfast. So even if I just go off for 30 minutes and make some food, this is probably going to be the time where we're sitting here and consolidating, because I have a feeling we're going to have a really busy evening. And I still have to figure out how I'm going to get this static video out and 2 tutorials in a matter of 3 hours. So this is honestly probably going to be the best time for me to get a quick lunch. And then honestly, I'm not sure. I'll ask you guys on Discord how you want me to go about the tutorial videos. Because I would like to go live again early. You know, probably like 7 p.m. Eastern time, so 6. This is all depending on if we don't, the volatility. If the volatility picks up again, I'll hop on immediately. But if for some reason we just kind of sit here and ping pong, I'm gonna go live at 8 p.m. Eastern time, so 7. But I'm gonna shoot for 5, 6 o'clock. Of course, pending on the volume. Because if we go under 10,350 and we really get some volume, once again, I'll just have to put the static videos on hold. Because I literally have probably 3 hours of static videos to make today. I mean, even if I can't get to the tutorials, I have to get the static video out for the people that they don't have time for live streams. I've had a huge demand for them, so yeah, that's true. Hey, thanks, Dad's Fawn. The aggro is not right. Do what? The aggro is not right. So I'm gonna do this really quickly on Bitcoin because, like I said, I still have 2 tutorials to make. If we catch volume, I'll just have to put those on hold and then do my quick static video, which I can get done in like 20 minutes and then hop back. But I at least got to get some lunch and then come back because I'm getting starving. But you're gonna have your short-term support here at 10,350. I say short-term, you should have pretty decent support. If you break that, your next area is gonna be, if you go to your 4-hour and you click your EMAs, because I have a feeling today we're gonna get 8 hours of streaming in. If we get our EMAs back on, I wouldn't get too bearish until you break below your EMA 100 on the 4-hour. If we look at our MACDs, you can see that we're showing a potential lower high, or I'm sorry, yeah, a lower high in bearish momentum. You have your high, a high, and another lower high. So maybe we have a triple MACD bullish divergence in play right now. For me personally, if I start this position, I will let you guys know immediately and we'll hop live. I'm speculating on a short from about 10,005 to 10.6, somewhere in there. I'm going to be looking to short. Come on, computer. So, you know, don't get too bearish until we break the EMA 100 on the 4-hour. That's at about 10,250. We're showing the potential that maybe we're going to go back up here. So if we get a little pump here, we'll play it by ear. But like I said, my short target is from 10.5 to 10.6. You know, the 4 hours definitely hinting at a lower high, which would be very bullish for Bitcoin. I don't know if there's actually an example of a triple MACD. Not yet. But I definitely would not be shorting right now just because we've had this major impulse to the downside. So let's sit. Let's see how this momentum plays out. Let's see how the price action plays out, and we'll make our next move. So you have your EMA 100 on the 4-hour at 10,250. You have your short-term support at 10,350. That's these green lines. And your first area of resistance is at about 10.5 to about 10,550. It's really this $50 range. So I will keep you guys updated. I at least need to get this static video out, eat some lunch, and then we'll hop back on live. We're going to go live early tonight. My goal is 7 p.m. Central Time. But chances are, I have a feeling we're going to go live much earlier than that. I thought it was on YouTube Music. So, you know, once again, guys, I'm going to get a quick bite to eat. I'm going to pump this static video out for everyone. You know, they didn't have time for our live stream. And we'll hop back on live. So, really thought I was on YouTube Music here. So, you know, thank you guys for watching, and I will literally see you here very, very shortly. Thank you. I just need to take advantage of this little slow point for a minute.